Many people do not believe today's politicians. Due to the internet and modern technology, many scandals and affairs have become public and led to disbelief. Here are the top 10 biggest problems with politicians in our Western world. Number 1. Polarization and partisanship. One of the most significant challenges is the increasing polarization and partisanship among politicians. Divisive rhetoric and party loyalty often take precedence over compromise and cooperation, making it difficult to address pressing issues effectively. Number 2. Lack of accountability. Some politicians are perceived as escaping accountability for their actions, leading to public mistrust. Corruption, ethical violations, and a lack of transparency erode confidence in political institutions. Number 3. Ineffective governance. Critics argue that politicians often prioritize short-term political gains over long-term policy solutions. This can result in ineffective governance as pressing issues like climate change and economic inequality demand forward-thinking and collaborative solutions. Number 4. Money in politics. The influence of money in politics is a pervasive issue. Campaign financing and lobbying can skew priorities and policy decisions, leaving citizens concerned that their voices are drowned out by powerful interest groups. Number 5. Populism. The rise of populist leaders in some Western countries has stirred debates about their ability to govern inclusively and responsibly. Populist policies and rhetoric can exacerbate social divisions and undermine established democratic norms. Number 6. Lack of diversity. Western political systems have historically struggled with underrepresentation and lack of diversity among politicians. Achieving equitable gender, racial, and cultural representation remains a challenge. Number 7. Challenges to the rule of law. In some instances, there are concerns about politicians and leaders who appear to challenge the rule of law by undermining democratic institutions, curbing media freedom, or interfering in judicial processes. Number 8. Global challenges. Western politicians are grappling with complex global issues, such as managing migration, responding to international conflicts, and addressing the impacts of globalization. Finding effective solutions to these problems requires international cooperation and diplomacy, which are often missing. Number 9. Climate change and environmental policy. Critics argue that some Western politicians have been slow to address climate change and environmental issues. Urgent action is needed to mitigate the impacts of climate change and transition to sustainable energy sources. Number 10. Public trust and engagement. Overall, a declining trust in politicians and political institutions is a pressing issue. Increasing civic engagement and restoring public faith in democracy are essential for addressing the challenges facing Western countries effectively. Although there are some good people and things happening in politics, these were the top 10 biggest problems. Thank you for watching. Join our community of thinkers, dreamers, and changemakers as we ride the thoughtful tide together.